Hi, I've got a few questions for you. The one that came to mind to me is a lot of people that don't like Harry Potter say it's quite derivative and all of its ideas are stolen from other places, but you clearly still like it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, all the ideas are stolen. The basic storyline is hers, but the characters, the character names, some of the plot ideas, they're all stolen from other stories. Like I said before, Lord of the Rings. But we've got a lot of creatures from mythology and names from characters that she's stolen from other books. She's stolen ideas. But that's what's great about it, because it leads you on to then reading something else. Like the spells, for example, are all written in Latin, and that in itself encouraged me to study Latin, and I did at school. I did Latin, but it's interesting how she's blended all these different ideas. Look at William Shakespeare. There's so many arguments about him not having written his own work and have stolen Romeo and Juliet, for example. That was a story. It was a poem, I think, before it became a play. It wasn't his story, and yet he became famous because of that. Now there's no reason to say that she can't do that. Look at everything that's come off the back of Harry Potter now. You've got all the different versions of that, the magic side of it, Twilight. Yeah, I know it's not magic, but it is all linked to that idea of the fantasy fiction.
Yeah, she certainly she brought something that had been out of fashion for a long time into fashion again, didn't she? That leads me on to, obviously, there's a whole film franchise, and I just wondered what you thought about the films.
I love the films. They're amazing. The last one I went to see, well, it was the last one, made me cry. The screening broke down. It was awful.
Goodness.
Oh, it was awful. It was so bad. I was so excited. Sat in IMAX in Sheffield, really, really waiting for it to start. Then it shuts down. I was so angry. Got my money back there. But, yeah, the films are just amazing because it's brought to life what you had in your mind anyway, and it's meant that lots of people, lots of children really, have seen the films and then thought, oh, hang on a minute, I'll read the books. Like my brother, for example, severely dyslexic, really struggled with reading and writing all his life, and now that he's 20, he loves Harry Potter and he will read the books and he'll enjoy the books because he doesn't have to worry too much about the imagining it in his own mind. He can access it through what he's seen in the films. And I also think Rupert Grint is amazing. So funny. Does look a little bit like Ed Sheeran there.
Yeah. Is there anything about the books, anything about the films that disappointed you a little bit? Like for you think, oh, you've not quite got that right.
Yeah. I think some of the characters are a bit weak. I don't like. I'm rubbish on actors, but the first Dumbledore. Wasn't he played by somebody different to the second one?
Is it Michael Gambon, the second one?
Yeah, Michael Gambon is amazing.
Yeah, it is someone else in the first two films. I can't remember who it is. You don't like him so much?
No, I think he's too weak because, like I was saying before, he has to have this sense of power, this aura of authority, and this element of I am in control, nothing can faze me, nothing can hurt me, and that respect that draws. He doesn't have that, but Michael Gambon does. So there are characters like that I'm not keen on.
They dropped lucky with some of the child actors, didn't they? You know, in terms of how good they turned out to be, and you know, Emma Watson was just like, who'd have known what she'd have... Yeah, that's right.
And Neville Longbottom. Google him now.
Oh, yes.
The difference in the way that he looks.
He's a really good-looking lad, isn't he?
He was really fat and ugly before. Oops,
yeah. Okay, right. Thank you very much.